Hello, Inge.
Hi.
So apparently you want to talk about the body, right?
Yes. Talking about the body in connection with body, mind, spirit, soul. The body is then the last part that we'll briefly explain. And then after this, we'll bring them all together. The body. What do we understand to be the body? It's an organic system. There's systems within systems, such as your vital organs. But basically, we can look at it as water.
Should I write it down? Water?
Yes, mostly water. And minerals. Which are organized in such a manner that we can recognize it as a human body. So this is going to be an important point to remember. A human being could still be a human being and physically look completely different than what we look like now. This will be touched upon quite a ways down the road, and we will reach the point where we will, at least to a certain extent, discuss form versus no form. The body that we have was shaped according to a function. First function purpose comes, and then according to the function and purpose, the shape comes, the form comes. And that's all I want to say about that, so that people can start thinking about it and feeling, why does something look the way it does? Why is some wood hard? Why is steel harder? Why is water the way it is? Body, for this level of understanding of life, capital L, it's important to understand what are the major parts: water, minerals. These are also the pathways, the hardware, you could call it, for the information being active within the mind. Without this organic system, no one would know what's in the mind of the individual.
So you say it like almost like a computer. The body is the hardware, and like the mind is the software.
Yes.
Okay, so that's a nice
Yes.
analogy that probably many people can understand.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And the intellectual mind and emotional mind is very closely tied to the body, whereas the energetic mind is less tied to the body. It only uses the body to express itself and to be. The energetic mind will go floating off somewhere. The energetic mind is the interpretation of the intellectual and emotional mind that is connected to the body. We're talking now level conscious and subconscious. We are not yet touching the unconscious part of the mind.
So the unconscious is here. If you scroll down.
Yes.
Completely black.
Yes. So we're not going to talk about the unconscious mind because there are many, many factors. It's just important to at least allow a little bit of a memory that the energetic mind uses the body to be able to exist. Emotional, intellectual, it expresses itself, but energetic doesn't only express itself through the body, it needs it to exist. As tied to the individual, because this is one individual's energetic mind, information, one individual's. This is not yet the consciousness, the greater consciousness or collective consciousness. It's purely about the individual. And that's what I'm hoping to do, is to be supportive in when people are looking into themselves, to first understand what they are. We're leaving the who out of it, because who has to do with ego, identity, as people around us recognize us, etc.
So like what you're meaning is, what you're doing in these first few videos essentially is to make a framework so that your later videos are easier to understand.
Yes.
Okay.
Or at least understand what I'm trying to say, because people might not agree. Okay. So I do also want to acknowledge that freedom. You have to leave room for that, because everybody interprets the information that comes to them in their own way. Sometimes it looks very similar, but there's always slight differences, because we are unique, we are individuals. So that's what this part is about, is to get that memory going, that there are parts that are 100% dependent on existence on the body, and some parts only depend on the body to exist as it is identified with a particular individual, such as energetic mind, such as pure information. That was it for that.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.